welcome to the Musar video blog. Last week we spoke about the idea of expanding the self. And I did receive some comments. Not everybody got it. And I also got some comments of stories and this and that. So I'd like to do a little sequel, talk a little bit more about what we said last week, and share with you an interesting little story that I heard. So we mentioned last week that the way that we operate is that we work through ourselves. That's the way God made us. Everybody is put into a body, a soul, a body together, and that's the way we operate. And we can't operate any other way. But instead of just focusing on my personal needs, I have to get to a point where I realize that helping others is also doing something for myself. That when I do something for you, it's not doing it for you, and it's taking away from me. No, doing for you is also doing for me, because it's for my good as well. If something is good for you, it's good for me. If something's bad for you, it's bad for me. So when we start to look at things with a broader picture like that, and we're all in this together, and if we help each other, it helps us, that gives us a broader picture of things. And so I can still do things, so to speak, for myself, but myself is it's a much bigger self. So someone told me a story. There was a person, and he was saying that I never have time for myself. You know, I come home, I have to spend time with my wife, which is fine, but I need to spend time with myself, but I'm spending time with my wife, but then I need to spend time with my kids. Then I need to spend time helping this one, and I have to spend time working on that. I'm busy all the time doing things, but I don't have any time for myself. And then the person had this great epiphany, and he said, wait a minute, if I'm spending time with my wife and I'm giving to my wife, that is for myself. That's very good for me. It's important for me to develop a better relationship with my wife, to spend time with her, to give to her. So it's not taking away from me by giving to her. That's also for me. It also makes me into a better person. And when I spend time with my kids, that's also doing for myself. Again, not in a selfish way. It's actually in a selfless way, but at the end of the day, it makes me into something better. And when I do anything for anybody else, it has the same effect, i.e., it makes me into a better person. So when I start to see that life is not about doing for me and then all this stuff outside of it, but really, ultimately, my goal is to be selfless, to keep doing good things, right things, selfless things, holy things, you name it. That's really what it's all about. So when one looks at it like that, one realizes that it's not that I'm taking away from myself, I'm giving to myself. And it's an important paradigm shift that we have to have, because otherwise we're constantly challenged. Like, I don't want to do that for you because I got to spend time with me. I'm not saying you don't have to spend time with yourself. There's no question about it. We do have to spend time with ourselves, just with ourselves. That's really important. All the great Musar masters had personal time where they shut out everybody else. But we shouldn't look at the rest of the time as, well, this is the time I spend myself. The rest of the time I do for others. Doing for others is also doing for myself. So just keep expanding it. Keep bringing others into our world. And we'll just get better and better, happier and happier, and holier and holier. See you next time.